And welcome back to The Factor. Uncensored, a manslaughter investigation is underway in Harris County. The suspect admitted to police he had rough sex with his girlfriend, and now she is dead.
Different strokes for different folks.
Auctions out there for this,
well,
right? Or are there, and people just don't know where to look, or people just hear about it and say, let's choke.
Yeah, so people do
choke.
just say, oh, let's choke, and it's ridiculous. It's awful. You know, I want to encourage people to have great, sexy fun, but you need to be smart about it.
They don't know what the hell they be doing, I'm trying to tell you.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
Oh, now, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome back to Sheldon's bootleg ass studio, where you come to kick it, vibe out, and shoot the shit with Sheldon. If you hadn't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are a newcomer, or if you are a returning viewer trying to decide if you fornicate with the channel or not. Oh God, if this your second, third, fourth, fifth video, you fornicate with the channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to it. Let's go and get up into it. Alright, now, video today. Man accused of choking his girlfriend to death during sex. Yeah, man, y'all can have all that rough sex. Like, what y'all having all kind of rough sex for anyway? Like, I don't get it. Maybe it's just me, but the point of sex is for pleasure, right? I don't like pain and all that extra shit, but you know, maybe you can tell your testimony in the comment section and give us how you feel about rough sex, you know what I'm saying? Because to each his own. But me, I'm trying to have pleasure. Like, I don't need just your nails in my back and all that extra shit, choking and spitting and what kind of, like, we done went off, we done detoured away from sex, and we on some other shit now. Like, we whooping each other's ass at this point, you feel me? Anyway, y'all gotta be careful, man. Y'all can't be choking. You gotta breathe. So what you choking somebody to death for? If you're gonna choke them, give a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit, so they can feel it, you know, and don't be on it for too long. But anyway, this man, guess it was getting too good, you know what I'm saying? He done decided to choke his girlfriend to death. At least this is what he's saying. Now, who knows? They could have been having an argument and he just choked her, you know what I'm saying? And calling it that. I don't know. We don't know. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's go and get up into it. Let's see what they got to say about this here.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
And welcome back to The Factor. Uncensored, a manslaughter investigation is underway in Harris County. The suspect admitted to police he had rough sex with his girlfriend, and now she is dead.
I think rough sex is for those who don't know how to have sex at all. They just be doing whatever. They don't know what the hell they be doing. They just know that it's supposed to be some loud noises and shit going on, and the motherfucker talking about some and some clapping sounds. So motherfucker just started doing weird shit, and it started getting carried away. That's what I think.
Thomas is
because ain't no reason for you to be choking a motherfucker and spitting and all this weird shit. Like, hey, if you went to that, you went to that. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't judging you.
Charged with choking his girlfriend to death. He told police it was a consensual act called erotic asphyxiation. Thomas is now in jail with a $40,000 bond. Beth Darling is here to talk about it. Beth is a sex expert, relationship expert, and also an attorney. So you got us covered on all fronts. So what happened here, Beth, from what we could read from the charges that police have leveled against him?
Well, so I didn't do criminal law, but let's assume for the moment that he was telling the truth, that this was about a sexual act. And frankly, choking is something that is so popular these days, and it is so dangerous. People will
popular in sex.
Popular with sex.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Okay, so there's two components to erotic choking. The first one is an emotional component where you're playing with the idea of dominance and control and not being in control. Then the second one is the physical aspects of erotic choking. That is that in the midst of choking, your brain is deprived of oxygen, which causes a little bit of lightheadedness, loopiness, dizziness, which some people can find exciting. Then the moment that you release the choking, the blood and oxygen flow back to the brain, and that causes a release of endorphins that gives people like a runner's high.
So y'all enjoy damn near being passed the hell out and brought back to y'all can't breathe for 30 seconds and it, man, hell no. I can't get with it.
So that's why people are seeking out this sort of extra pleasure on top of the orgasm.
But there
it is right there. Extra pleasure. She just said it. The expert, she said it. She said it. Extra pleasure. That's because these motherfuckers ain't doing it right. Talk to your partner and tell them how you want it done. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be sitting there unless you want the shit beat out of you. You know what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks.
Options out there for this,
Well,
right? Or are there, and people just don't know where to look, or people just hear about it and say, let's choke.
Yeah, so people do
choke.
just say, oh, let's choke, and it's ridiculous. It's awful. You know, I want to encourage people to have great, sexy fun, but you need to be smart about it.
They don't know what the hell they be doing, I'm trying to tell you.
There are people, and there are places that you can find information about how to, quote, do choking. At least I wouldn't say it's always safe, but to minimize the risk. I doubt that
in my mind, I'm like, why is this a thing? Why do people need to be choked?
Yes,
Just have sex and call it a day.
I know. Well,
That's too
I
old
think
school.
That would be too old school and stuff. So, but it is common, and I know that I have coached clients. I had one man who suffered impotence for several months because he had a first date, and on the first date, his partner wanted her to choke him, and wanted him to choke her. And he was like, I can't do this. And that was it. He freaked out and didn't want to go out with anybody ever again.
Well, that nigga's a square. He's a lame. He don't want to go out with nobody because the first person... What? Because he went out on a date with somebody. She wanted him to choke her, and he couldn't do it, so now he don't want to date nobody. Boy, you gay.
This is
Just
not
call it what it
rare.
is.
I mean, we
No.
have the allegations against actor Armie Hammer, right?
Right. So Armie Hammer also, it wasn't just the choking, but it was that sort of kinky sex. There were allegations of blood. There were allegations of consensual non-consent. And all of these things can exist in a realm of consent, but safely. And that means you have to be knowledgeable. There are groups out there that will talk very seriously. And
So what if she asked him to choke her, and he didn't want to do it really, but you know what I'm saying, just so he could get some, he went along with it. You know what I'm saying? And she kept on telling him, no, don't let go. Keep choking me. And she thinking she about to come, but she came right into the light of death. Goddamn me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if that was the case? I mean, he ain't got no proof of it. I'm sure he probably ain't record this. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, how would he be able to get off if he was able to prove that she wanted him to do this and he didn't really want to do it? I'm just saying, you know, looking at it from a different angle.
and explicitly about how to do things and what to do. But I will tell you, choking is never a guaranteed safety thing, and it sure as heck should never be done unless you've known the person, you trust them implicitly. It's not a
And
casual
even if
thing.
you do, if you don't
You shouldn't be having sex with people you don't know and trust implicitly.
feel uncomfortable,
Oh, God, I'm just saying.
don't do it.
Don't take chances, and certainly don't agree to it if there's alcohol or drugs involved, because that is just not going to end well. And this was, I think, he called EMS at
climax
2:30
right
in the
into
morning.
death, for sure.
I'm guessing there was some alcohol or some drugs involved, which is just, that's like playing with a gun when you're under the influence. So it's dangerous, and we do need to talk.
She was trying to tell that nigga to stop. She couldn't get it out. Died right there while he nutted.
About it. That Armie Hammer situation really showed the world that we need to understand what kinky sexy is, and then we need to be very explicit with our consent.
Write a book. Write another book.
I'm telling you,
with
I'd love to.
details on how to do this stuff, because
Right.
it could turn into another tragedy, and our prayers to the family,
I know.
because they're right here in Houston.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Imagine having to explain to your girlfriends or your boyfriend, whoever, their family, what happened, or them just finding out that you died behind some, what they call it, asphyxiation, euphoric, I don't know what the hell they call this shit. Behind getting choked to death in sex. You know what I'm saying? Sex sent motherfucker to the ER and send them to the graveyard, on God. Anyway, y'all be careful out here. Don't get too rough when you're having sex, you feel me? The point of sex is for pleasure and reproduction, on God. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't be getting the shit beat out of you, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, if you vibed all the way out to the end, I really do appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave me your thoughts below. You feel me? Till next time, I'm SheldonVybez. I need y'all to be cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes, like you're supposed. Oh yeah, no.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Oh God.